Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 26 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. Today, we're going to have a final conversation about intention because you have to be intentional to be diligent about getting your purpose out in the world. It is the mundane things, as I already stated, that we often walk through, but it's in those everyday things that you decide to be intentional about that gets things done. Success is never an overnight thing. Success is an intent that you have to have in place if you're going to be successful. It does not happen by just chance. I know that there's a lot of things that try to say get rich quick or do this fast or these easy steps. Yes, you may have a framework that you can walk through that gives you some ideas, some touch points, but it's in the grinding out, the everyday little mundane things that you have to be intentional to do. So this 30-day challenge, this was a quick moment of being clear about how to do the intent, because this is not easy showing up every single day. But in our lives, we have to show up every day. And if you decide to be intentional about whatever your purpose is in the world, it's going to require you showing up every day, doing one small change to get to the other side, whatever that breakthrough is, whatever that success moment is that you desire. You're going to have to do it every single day. And here's something else. Some people make the statement that the environment that they're placed in, they can't really get what they need because they've been showing up. But in their showing up, were they really intentional about the effort, looking at it, assessing it, tweaking? Because just showing up is a good first step. But there's more that's required, which is why you have to be intentional about what's coming next. And for those individuals that are starting businesses or just trying to complete a task, take a look to see, is the effort that you put forth truly the effort that you need to put forth in that moment? Because where you are placed can have an effect. But a lot of times, where you are, if you are intentional and purposeful, which is why we start this challenge off with purpose, you know where you are because your purpose will give you clarity. Your intent will give you the stride that you need to be successful. Because for some individuals, we can't really change our environment. But how you show up in that environment makes a difference. And I want you to know that when you decide to be intentional in showing up, you're thinking that this is the thing that I know I'm purposed to do. I'm supposed to be here. But the people that you are providing support and service to seem to reject you. I get what it's like to be rejected. And I want you to know that you're in good company. Because for a lot of individuals that we finally see on the end of success where they have their rah-rah moments, somewhere in their past, they were rejected, but they were intentional and they continued to show up. Somewhere in your way to getting to your success, living out your purpose, functioning in the capacity that you're supposed to function in, you will be rejected. But how you handle that rejection, that part will show the character that's inside of you. Some people, you will never get true clarity about how strong they are until they are rejected. It's in the day-to-day working it out. I don't care what the task is. And since we're in the middle of football season right now in the United States, those players have to go in and practice all the time. There's practices between each of the games. They look at film in between the games. They are intentional about seeing what could they do, just one small tweak here and there to get better. Because the end goal, their intent to get to the Super Bowl, you got to work on that. And along the way, they'll lose a couple of games, a few have lost. But that loss was still something that they took a look at to see what is the intent that we need to put in place so that we can win on the other end. How you handle rejection is often your best indicator about how successful you will get to be. Because a lot of us don't reach the pinnacle of success that we're desiring until we walk through the path of rejection. So if you are an individual that is really clear about your purpose because you've been functioning in this, taking another look at the various touch points, and you are intentional about where you're headed next, just keep moving. Just keep pressing. Because sometimes God does not ask you to operate in success for that moment. He asks you to be intentional in the moment, even if you're rejected. so that he can see how you handle it. Because when you have what a lot of people call those sudden success moments, oh, that's God. That is God forming opportunity in the middle of your intent to be purposeful about moving forward. So, day 26, intention. We're going to talk a little bit more and provide some strategies about how others have been intentional in their efforts and got success along the way. I encourage you to go to my website, tanyaehood.com. Click quick because at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are done. So register and join us so that we can continue the rest of this challenge. In the meantime, this is Tanya Ehood walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.